Hey guys, Nick again here. I did not do the Sunday review. Actually, I'm doing it now. So it's today's Sunday review, just in case you guys know. And yesterday was a lot, two Premier League matches to review yesterday. So they were quite interesting actually. So I'll get down to the results straight away. First match of the night from Malaysia was at 9 p.m. and it was Liverpool against Sunderland. No, Sunderland against Liverpool because Sunderland were playing at home, Liverpool were playing away from home. Liverpool starting with Carroll and Suarez. This is the first time Carroll has started in the Premier League, and it's the first time these two have paired together in the Barclays Premier League. So it was interesting to start. Liverpool fielded no Gerrard, but they fielded and Jay Spearing and Lucas and Moreles and all just the defense was ordinary. Daniel Agger returned to the starting lineup. This was key. Agger returned with Skirtle, Johnson, and Jamie Carragher. So it was interesting to see, definitely. Agger was once again played on the right or on the left. I forgot. Like Glenn Johnson didn't really enjoy that. Um, yeah. In terms of Sunderland news, there wasn't much. Sunderland featuring with Gian, Welbeck, and Sessegnon. I don't know who that is, but whatever. Sessegnon, as it was. But this Kieran Richardson and Montari, interesting thing. First half was a very cagey affair. I think Sunderland dominated possession, and it was a lot of Sunderland held a lot of the possession, and they looked more menacing. I think they were about to take the lead. Then out of nowhere, there were some calls made and all that, and actually Sunderland had to make two first half substitutions with Montari and Richardson for Malbronk and Cattermole, and Cattermole didn't enjoy a good game, and Malbronk not that great either. But what happened then was Jay Spearing was tackled, and I don't think it was a penalty. Quite frankly, I don't think it was a penalty. But then again, you can't say, oh, it was all the referee. It's this is the game now. So referee decisions, it's not going to go your way the whole time, but you've got to accept that, and you've got to just move on with the game, And but it was a penalty. It was given. The penalty was given by the assistant, the referee that went over to the assistant, and they gave it. Dirk Kuyt slotted in to the right, and it was a goal for Liverpool, first one, and they celebrated with the baby cradle celebration, which was very nice to see. I think it was Lucas who had a kid. Um, so pleasingly, it was against the run of play. Sunderland, I thought first half they were much more menacing. I thought they were going to score, but credit to Liverpool to hang on to that, and they went into the first half leading, so that's always a good thing. Um, Second half, a more upbeat tempo played by both Sunderland and Liverpool. One I want to note here is that there were two. The substitutions didn't come for Liverpool until the 72nd minute. In fact, Al Muhammadi came on first for Danny Welbeck um, for Sunderland. So then came the Liverpool substitutions, and then after that, after Ngog went on, for Carroll, the goal came for Luis Suarez. Now the goal from Luis Suarez was from the sideline. I don't know whether it was in or out, but I do know that he held the sideline, he held it well, he dribbled past, he went in and he took a really nice angled shot to score a goal. Suarez, a proven finisher now, and I think that he's definitely going to be very interesting to watch for the rest of the season. Now he's got his second goal. There can be no dispute about this one because it's just his goal. It's just class, and Luis Suarez showing a lot of class. Suarez went off in the 89th minute for Joe Cole. Joe Cole not really much at the end of the game, but Liverpool gaining a very important away victory. Sunderland came off. They were disappointed with the penalty decision. Even Carragher admitted it wasn't a penalty. But again I say, referee decisions, part of the game. They're part of the game, and you've got to accept it for what it is. And if you don't accept it for what it is, then nothing's going to go your way much longer. So important win for Liverpool. They climb up. Sunderland now dealing with a deficit. Bolton and Liverpool quite high above them. So it's going to be a rough season if Sunderland, they want to finish in the top. But they're still in that first top of the table, which was, I think, not what they were expecting. key victory for Liverpool. Man of the match for this one definitely has to be Luis Suarez. He played a fantastic game again. And Suarez proving to be, I think between David Luiz and Suarez, both the signings of January transfer market, David Luiz definitely proving his worth to Chelsea, and Suarez proving his worth to Liverpool. That's it. That's all there is. Okay, well, moving on to the next game was a big top of the table clash for Chelsea. Chelsea against Manchester City played at Stamford Bridge. Top level game. Torres starting. I think this was an important thing to point out because Torres had once again. What do you have to say about Torres and Chelsea? I want to hear actually what's your opinion about Torres and Chelsea, because I'm completely unbiased about it, but I just want to hear what the fans have to say. On the other hand, let's look at Man City. Man City started with their full lineup, excluding Balotelli, including Milner, David Silva, Desco, Yaya Toure, Barry, Nigel De Jong. The whole Brady bunch was in there, and it was just, it's their whole team. It's their best team. No Tevez though. Tevez was injured before this game, and he couldn't play. And I think that was a very vital loss to them. But this game, Chelsea, one player just stood head and shoulders above the rest, and it's got to be David Luiz again. I mean, the lad's doing good. Chelsea done very well to sign him. I am very impressed with David Luiz, and I think he's a world-class player. He's heading towards big things, and City just couldn't keep up. It was just too much. It really was too much for them when David Luiz scored in the 78th minute. He put the strikers to shame. Ramirez sealed it in the 90th minute. He got and a kiss from Ancelotti as the celebration. But it was just top level by David Luiz again. And I think he edges Suarez a bit in the player of the transfer of the January of transfer, the best transfer in January. I think he edges Suarez, but you can't take anything. I think David Luiz is definitely a world-class player now, and he's proven to be a world-class player. So you've got to accept it. It's how it is at the moment, and I think Chelsea with this victory sort of put themselves in a good position, because Spurs slipped to West Ham, and I don't think Liverpool's going to catch up anytime soon. So I think the position is Chelsea now, and it could be they'll get in the Champions League next season. Interesting to see. But okay, that was all the matches actually. Man of the match, David Luiz. I definitely think so. If you have any, by the way, if you don't agree with me, you can comment. I want to hear about what you have to think, what you have to say. Please comment, or if you want, please like the video. Hell, I already got a dislike, so anyway, whatever, right? You take it as it comes. Yeah, I've also received the the fat shit jokes and all that stuff, on YouTube. Don't really care. Don't care. So that was the two matches from last night. Very entertaining matches, and I personally liked both of them. I thought City didn't show enough. Balotelli's situation continues to get a bit. He got axed by Italy, which I think is terrible for someone like Mario Balotelli. He's just suffering with all these problems, but you can't say he didn't bring it on himself. He's been acting very arrogant, and sometimes when you act that arrogant, you got to back it up. You can't just say I'm the best player in the world and not show it. But moving on, that was how the games went. I want your opinions. I want your views. We'll be doing some reviews, and I'll be talking about Champions League football this week. It'll be my topic, of course. And I've got a Facebook group and a YouTube channel, so please join both. Comment on the videos, please. And that's all I got this today. I'm nikhilmichael. Ignore the noise in the background, and I'll see you again very soon. Thank you very much. Good night.